Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Ivy Forrester prevail in the conflict? Ivy Forrester is well aware of how difficult it is to put up with Steffy Forrester Finnegan's conceited tendencies. Nothing has altered Steffy's perception of Ivy as a rival on both a personal and professional level. Since then, Steffy has been complaining about Carter Walton's hiring of Ivy to develop a new jewelry line for Forrester Creations without telling her, which has infuriated her. Ivy had already complained to Eric Forrester, but it had little effect. Ivy then gives Ridge Forrester a try. Spoilers for B&B. Ivy takes matters into her own hands on Tuesday, October 29th. Ivy worries that Steffy is too stubborn and won't consider other people's opinions. Ivy wants to see change that will move Forrester Creations into the future because she is only bringing it down. This all seems more and more like a mutiny, and Ivy is starting to sound a lot like Carter. Ridge hasn't even finished his day yet. Brooke has her say in B&B spoilers. As if Ivy's criticism of Steffy wasn't enough, Catherine Kelly Lang's character Brooke Logan is now prepared to join the chorus of people who are skeptical of Steffy. After discovering Carter and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, in various states of undressing on the desk of the design studio, Brooke is already in disbelief. Although she pledged to keep that a secret for the time being, Steffy's behavior and attitude continue to bother her. Ridge is caught off guard when Brooke accuses Steffy of something pretty serious. Ridge didn't anticipate hearing this. Does Brooke make an unusual accusation against Steffy? She could also accuse Steffy of what everyone else is accusing her of, being too big for her britches and acting power-hungry. His girlfriend and occasionally wife have never gotten along with his kid. Will Ridge once again support Steffy, or will he begin to realize that some individuals may have a point? Ridge's relationship with Brooke may become more strained as a result of Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, returning to town and requiring his attention. Brooke's accusation, Steffy's confrontation, and Ivy's audacious move. Here are spoilers for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate that Ivy Forrester will take a risk to achieve her goals in tomorrow's episode. But avoiding Steffy Forrester Finnegan might have repercussions. Additionally, Ridge Forrester receives a frightening accusation against Steffy from Brooke Logan. Find out what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera by reading on. Desire by Ivy Forrester. Ivy returned to the scene, according to B&B spoilers for Tuesday, October 29th. Ivy brought Electra Forrester, her niece, with her. With their stylish new designs, Ivy and Electra hope to breathe new life into the outdated jewelry brand. Ivy and Electra were invited to meet with Steffy by Carter Walton. But since Steffy received no warning at all, she thought it was an ambush. Electra and Ivy saw Eric Forrester following Steffy's rejection. In essence, Ivy informed Eric that Steffy was preventing her from returning to Forrester Creations. Spoilers for B&B, avoiding Finnegan, Steffy Forrester. Fans could anticipate seeing Ivy go around Steffy on Tuesday, October 29th. Forrester Creations is where Ivy and Electra wind up. Electra and Ivy meet with Ridge and Eric while Steffy is preoccupied with Carter, Brooke, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel. Ivy's willingness to circumvent Steffy in order to achieve her goals is hinted at. The dangerous charge against Brooke Logan. According to Tuesday, October 29th teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke will make a concerning accusation. Brooke makes a startling accusation against Steffy during a conversation with Ridge. It appears that the conflict between Hope and Steffy may lead to some conflict both inside the Forrester family and at Forrester Creations. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy's confrontation, Brooke's accusation, and Ivy's audacious move. Spoiler alert for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024 on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can also anticipate seeing Carter and Hope's explanations to Steffy on Tuesday, October 29th. Steffy waltzed in and demanded to know what was going on, just as Brooke had promised to remain silent. What are Carter and Hope going to say? Additionally, Electra should eventually run into Will Spencer once more. Will became deeply in love with Electra. But Zend Forrester Dominguez informed Will that there isn't an Electra or jewelry line. Will may therefore have some perplexing inquiries and charges against Electra. On Tuesday, October 29, 2024, whose narrative are you most excited to see? What do you think will happen to Ridge, Brooke, Carter, and Hope? What lies ahead for Will, Electra, Ivy, Steffy, Eric, and the other characters? The ultimate faux pas of Hope, Taylor's heart healing. Here are the spoilers for Wednesday, October 30th, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate that Taylor Hayes will provide Ridge Forrester with an update on her health in tomorrow's episode. Emergence of the Beautiful and the Bold. Hope Logan, meanwhile, makes the biggest mistake. Find out what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera by reading on. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, bridge tension. Wednesday, October 30th BMB spoilers show that although there is some conflict, Bridge still loves each other. One example might be the Hope Logan case. Additionally, there is currently the scenario involving Electra and Ivy Forrester. Ridge promised to discuss Ivy and Electra with Steffy. But Ridge was urged by Brooke Logan to speak with Steffy Forrester Finnegan about her threats against Hope as well. Ridge appeared quite irritated and weary with the same discussions. Ridge and Taylor will reunite on Wednesday, October 30th. Ridge will receive an update from Taylor regarding her broken heart syndrome. In order to assist Taylor, Ridge arranged for her to consult a specialist in chakra healing. After the contentious session, Taylor felt better, but Grace Buckingham still needed to do additional tests on her. Grace may have conducted further testing. Will Taylor be able to tell Ridge some good news? Is it possible that Brooke may notice if Ridge gives Taylor a joyful hug? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan's faux pas. According to Wednesday, October 30th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope will make the biggest mistake. This most likely follows Hope's altercation with Steffy. Steffy appears to still be obsessed with Hope's kiss with John Finnegan. Carter Walton was also cautioned by Steffy not to become too close to Hope. Therefore, Carter or perhaps Steffy may be involved in this gaffe. Ridge will need to discuss his jewelry line selection with Steffy on Wednesday, October 30th. Ivy and Electra were encouraged by Eric Forrester to present their proposal to Ridge. Both Ridge and Eric now believe that missing this chance would be a mistake. But that might cause Steffy a lot of trouble. Steffy is expected to make a furious executive decision by the end of the week that permanently alters Forrester Creations. It would be intriguing if Steffy's choice led to the fashion house splitting up. Is a new fashion house in the pipeline that will pose a serious threat to Forrester Creations? Would the Forrester Creations team have to choose a side? Hope and Carter are placed on notice by Steffy. Steffy was informed by Brooke that she, Hope, and Carter were in the designer's office talking about Carter's business plan. Steffy claimed to have just spoken with Ridge and Eric about his ambitious plans. Carter wanted to know what Eric and Ridge had to say. Carter acknowledged that it was a significant change from the norm and that he gave everyone a lot to think about. It was quite the departure, Steffy agreed. Hope added that Carter's ideas were outstanding, intriguing, and worthy of attention as he began to argue that the risk would be worthwhile. Steffy turned back to Carter after giving Hope a questioning glance and remarking, "It's not surprising. I offer this as a friend, Carter, even though I know we haven't agreed." At Hope, exercise caution. "If she's merely supporting you to maintain her line, I wouldn't be shocked," Steffy remarked. Hope claimed that Carter was also her buddy and accused Steffy of being disrespectful. Hope remarked, "That's why I believe in him and I support him." According to Carter, he wasn't the kind of person who got played. Carter and Hope started enumerating the reasons they had faith in HFTF and each other. Hope informed Steffy that Carter's idea was the solution to the company's need to change. Steffy informed Carter that although Ridge and Eric respected his skills, it was a difficult task to turn the fashion firm into a global premium brand. She recommended that Carter have direct conversations with Ridge and Eric about the matter. Hope continued, "Instead of just shutting you down, I'm sure they'll listen to you." Steffy requested some privacy from Carter and Brooke so she could talk to Hope. Admire Days, B&B, General Hospital, or other soap operas. Participate in the discussion on our SC boards. To interact with fans and start a conversation right away, click here. Carter and Brooke continued their talk in the salon. She restated that seeing Carter half-naked on top of her daughter was the last thing she had anticipated seeing that day. Brooke informed Carter that Hope had experienced numerous heartbreaks and that her life was in disarray. Carter declared that he would leave if he weren't what Hope deserved. Brooke was worried, but Carter told him what he admired about Hope. Hope didn't want to follow in her footsteps, but it appeared that she did, according to Brooke. According to Brooke, Hope appreciated Thomas's loyalty but wasn't sufficiently enamored with him to be married. She claimed that although Hope was making an effort to succeed in life, Steffy constantly threatening to cut her off. With Steffy, everything is personal, Brooke continued. Brooke advised Carter to give Hope his whole attention if he truly wanted to be a part of her life. Carter promised Brooke that Hope would always have his support and that he would be there for her no matter what. I can assure you of that, Carter continued. In the CEO's office, Eric informed Ridge that it was amusing to disagree with Carter because he has always respected his viewpoint. They both felt that Carter's plan was too grandiose for Forrester. Electra and Ivy entered and interrupted. Ridge said he hadn't seen Electra since kindergarten and was glad to see them both. The two of you being here makes me very happy. It's better if there are more Forresters here, Eric stated. Eric recommended that Ivy pitch Ridge on her jewelry line. Ridge concurred that he wanted to hear Ivy's opinion. Even though your daughter declined it already? Ivy made a swipe. She confided in Ridge that she had the impression Steffy's negative perception of her influenced Steffy's perception of her. Ivy's designs intrigued Ridge, who asked to view her portfolio. Quinn had made special drawings for Forrester, Ivy told Ridge and Eric. Ridge stated that he believed it would be prudent to relaunch the jewelry brand because she had matured significantly. Eric concurred that failing to do so would be a grave error. Electra and Ivy were overjoyed and appreciative of their choice. Everyone was reassured by Ridge that Steffy would be contacted. Ridge informed Brooke about the meeting with Eric, Ivy, and Electra after they returned. Ridge's decision to overrule Steffy's intention to revive the jewelry line delighted Brooke. She asked if he might discuss threatening Hope's line with Steffy as well. Ridge informed her that HFTF's numbers were poor and that it was a business choice. Brooke explained to Ridge that Steffy's opposition to HFTF stemmed only from her feelings for Hope. In response, Ridge asserted that he was familiar with his daughter. Ridge informed Brooke that when Hope kissed Finn, it disturbed Steffy. So you don't believe Steffy's judgment is being affected by that? Brooke inquired. I'm not sure, but I don't believe so. It simply cannot occur again, Ridge stated. It won't, so don't worry. Hope has lost interest in Finn, Brooke thought. Hope was informed by Steffy across the hall that Carter's sudden defensiveness toward her and HFTF was incomprehensible. What's the matter between you two? Steffy inquired. Hope insisted that she and Carter respected each other and were friends and co-workers. Hope gave a talk regarding Carter's concern for the business. Carter's shrewdness has always been valued by Steffy, but not so much right now. Hope made the case that the business ought to grow as Carter suggested. Carter's instincts were always right, she noted, and he was probably scared to voice his bold ideas for fear that they would be ignored. Here, Carter is always heard. In this organization, he is highly esteemed. We consider him a member of our family, Steffy remarked tensely. Then you ought to have faith in him, Hope yelled. Steffy questioned whether Hope's faith in Carter sprang from his innovative ideas or whether it was a ruse to remove HFTF from the firing line. Hope exclaimed that Steffy was disrespectful and that her request was unethical considering her position. It doesn't make it false, Steffy remarked. She accused Hope of exploiting Thomas and pursuing Finn, saying she was aware of her personality. I am well aware of your identity. You'll go to any lengths to achieve your goals. Hope reaffirmed her lack of feelings for Finn and admitted that she had made a mistake. As Carter stood in the doorway, listening, Steffy added, remember that I am the only reason your line is alive at the moment. Hope was warned by Steffy that she and her line will be eliminated if she ever pursued Finn again. Enough! Carter came into the office and yelled. Carter shouted at Steffy in front of Hope, accusing her of threatening Hope by leveraging her role as co-CEO. You can't punish her with your authority, even though what she did was wrong. This is what I'm talking about. The company is being negatively impacted by the Forrester versus Logan nonsense, Carter continued. Observe Brooke. Take a look at Hope. Instead than threatening and disparaging them, consider the accomplishments they have made throughout the years. Carter yelled, it's the very contributions that you and everyone else in this building benefit from. Steffy stepped back, gazing at Carter. Even though I've always urged people to express their opinions, I am still your boss in spite of how you feel and the choices I made as CEO. Additionally, Carter, some of your recent actions are quite dubious. It's not helping to defend Hope and Brooke, Steffy stated forcefully. Before she left the office, she turned to Hope and told her to avoid Finn. Carter and Hope seized each other while they were alone. Carter declared, Steffy is completely out of line, and I will not tolerate it. Hope insisted that Carter stay out of the matter. It's too late. I will not allow her or anybody else to belittle you. I have your back, and I meant what I said. Hope, I'll always be here to protect you, Carter emphasized.